Wait a minute. What? You're saying that a judge doesn't know about Betty? All he's got to do is
let her run her mouth. Yeah, let her run her mouth. Go ahead. You and a
You
couple
know about
other
frivolous civil litigation. Look up bullhorn.
Yeah. She's
over
gonna end up
civil
living
litigation
outside.
matters when he has no.
Well, sorry, my bad.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Flipping clue what the hell he is doing. I'm just asking. That man needs to go back and get civil litigation 101 because he doesn't know.
Because he didn't rule in your favor, called you out for lying because you got caught lying on the stand, Betty. We all seen it. You lied in your court documents. And again, lied under oath on the stand. He's no good. Bet you if he would have ruled in your favor, you'd have put him up as a saint.
Oh, about precedent. He is so stuck in criminal law, which is totally different from civil law. He is a disgrace to the robe. I said it. He's a disgrace to the robe. Sumner County, Eric Craddock, Sheriff Snuggle Struggles is a disgrace to the badge. You see a problem here? Everybody in these leading positions are a disgrace. They're corrupted.
The common denominator
and they have to be replaced. So
she's failing to acknowledge that she is the commonality between it all.
Yeah, she's a common denominator with all of it.
I'm like, geez, oh man. And Betty, Tennessee residents that live there, they actually have stated they pretty much like their sheriff and stuff, What's the matter, Betty? You want some of them snuggles from him?
Yeah, just like how she said that if she goes and puts gas in or buys a soda at the convenience store, that she pays taxes in Tennessee. She said,
yeah, she is the problem. Oh yeah, she thinks because she bought a soda and paid sales tax
that she paid the city tax.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? But I'm telling you, Betty, I know Florida. I've been here for 20. Oh, damn. Since 2003. I think it was 2003. Yeah. I'm telling you, we'd have a hell of a party. We'd help pack you up. Hell, we'd drive you to Tennessee. We'd give you one hell of a send-off like the state's never seen.
We'll go put a parade in everything.
Clown. I did my research, Betty. You only live a few hours from me. The sad part is I couldn't even find 100. I started recording people on my old iPad. It quit working, by the way. I was trying to find 100 people that knew of Betty. I couldn't. Yeah. And the ones that did,
they had nothing nice to say, right?
Yeah, they had nothing nice to say. She is the town clown. No one takes her serious.
Yeah, when she goes to those city to go in front of the city or whatever, the council, you can see all their faces every time she steps up. They're like, since you look so anxious to get up here, they let her talk first,
and they always
get her out of the way.
She always spreads misinformation, and they always call her out.
Yeah.
Sumner County, get your crap together and start doing better for your community. Your votes do matter. And look at all of the damage your votes have done so far. Look at all the damage your votes have done so far. All right. So getting into the left-wing violence that is consuming this country while the politicians, the Democrat politicians, Democrat-led politicians are inciting the violence. They are encouraging the violence. They are supporting the violence.
The violence that did happen
it
wasn't the left. If you're talking about what went on in D.C. and stuff, that wasn't the Democrats. By the way, Betty.
I think he's talking about Kirk or whatever his name is.
They didn't do that either. Some 22-year-old with a twisted mind did that. You can't put that on the Democrats, Betty, on the left. You can't put it on. You got to put it on who pulled that trigger, and that was
what we have. Yeah, exactly. It's about the violence. It's about not condoning the violence. Condoning the violence, not. You know what I mean?
Hey, Stephanie.
Yeah.
You live in Bradenton? I wish she'd leave. You're not the only one who said that.
And you know that
Yeah.
the wife of that man, she forgave the shooter. Like, you know what I mean? If
Yeah.
she can sit there and do that publicly and say that she forgives him, then these people need to chill the hell out. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I could do that. I don't know.
It's a hard thing to do, but I mean, I'm just saying that took a lot from her to do that, and then she's over here spewing all this nonsense.
She's encouraging the hate and the violence against the left. How is that any different than what she's claiming they're doing?
You're just enabling more violence is what you're doing.
Exactly. She's calling for it. She wants it. She's accusing us, some militia trans group, of being behind all that. Get out of here, Betty.
Yeah. She's
they are giving all the signals in every single one of their speeches that they will protect the people that are trying to assassinate people on my side.
On my side, she says, on my side.
When are they doing this? And so they're gonna not only set up the hit, but then once everybody knows who it is, they're gonna protect them. What? When did they say this? And what do you mean your side? Betty, you're not relevant in politics. No matter, you are nothing but a MAGA groupie. You camp out in freaking parking lots in your car to get a front seat.
And wear those goofy looking hats and glasses.
Yeah, just to say you were in front row. That's all a front row Joe is. You're groupies. You're MAGA groupies. That's it. And you're not even allowed at them now because you have protection orders against you. Oh.
Betty, oh my God, Betty. Oh, Kathy, you crack me up because I love it. I love it that you just have so much passion.
Mind blow. I don't know how she. I couldn't imagine. You know, there's 123 people.
I can't imagine raising her as if I were her parent. I'm like, oh my God. I said she was probably one of those little kids that was so like always bug, and they're like, just give her what she wants so she goes away.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's why we have to deal with this now. We have this 44-year-old woman now that we have to deal with. So I was like, man, we should have went and go talk to Mama Bullhorn. You should have gave her some more.
This woman is
fucking. She just got her way too.
She'd be too exhausting to be a friend with. I'm sorry, but
she was.
She's draining. That would be a very exhausting friendship.
Yes, she would.
I don't like to argue and fight with people. And that's what Betty's life is all about. Fuck that. If you're my friend, we're not going to argue and fight. We could have disagreements, but we don't got to. No, it would be too. It'd be. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's getting kind of hard to ignore what's going on and to ignore who's fully encouraging these people. And it's also hard to ignore who is funding these groups around the country.
It is.
I'm going to tell you guys, if you're in communities that have ICE detention centers and you're hearing large groups, it's time for you to get your large group and go and counter protest lawfully, legally, and do not agitate or fight.
What?
If you're going to be out there.
Oh, yeah. She's been going at people saying that they're attacking ICE agents for doing their job when they have no choice because it's just their job. And
yeah, I got some good videos on actually citizens taking a lot of footage of what they're actually doing to their actual citizens.
All they're doing is enacting the laws that have been on the books for years. It's just they've never been enacted.
But showing how they're manhandling them. I mean, they're like fumbling their guns and everything, like in the street, you know, because they're like, they don't have them properly. You could tell that they're not trained, though. You know, the ICE agents, they're not trained at all.
Wow.
You're going to be opposing the violence on ICE. You can't be part of the violence. You see what I'm saying? I'm so sick of the hypocrisy.
But you're calling for violence, Betty.
Right.
You are inciting hate and violence. What are you talking about? And if somebody is here doing things the right way, leave the hell alone.
Yep. She can peacefully protest, right? Legally and lawfully. They can too.
Sure. And that's the biggest part of this. You can't sit there and say you're against violence and then be violent. Those two things don't go together. If you're going to maintain.
Thank you, Betty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been trying to tell you about yourself, about doing that for, what, 2.5 years now? You have committed lots of physical violence. Your record speaks for itself. You also incite hate and violence against others.
Remember that lady that was sitting in her car too when she was in front of that councilman's house or something?
Oh no, they were at the wrong house.
Yeah, they're at the wrong house.
I covered that. They were at the wrong house.
She was all with her speaker, and they were all like trying to bully her. And
and she had little kids in the car. Yeah. Her and her couple little Proud Boys couldn't even get the freaking address right.
That you're a non-violent protester, you need to be a non-violent protester. What I'm seeing out there.
You're not a non-violent protester, Betty. We've seen you. You get people fired from their jobs. You know, over 50 calls to police in Georgia where violence did happen. Yeah.
There is not protesting.
Hey, little C.
Okay, I am a professional protester. That means I follow the laws.
Oh, honey, there ain't nothing professional about you. Don't use that word in anything connected to you because there's nothing professional about you. And how does one become a professional bullshitter? Because you've mastered that.
I know what's lawful and what is illegal. Blocking federal, they should all be arrested and handcuffed immediately.
Okay. Well, you've trespassed. You trespassed in Tennessee over the Summer Wells case, over Quentin Simon case, Sebastian Rogers case. Seems like you don't understand them laws you be cackling about.
I would never allow people that I oversee to put their lives in immense danger like I have witnessed.
Oh.
I would shut that protest down.
Oh, but you were okay with putting people in danger in Georgia, right? You were okay with wasting tons of law enforcement's time on your bullshit. And then when you get in trouble, when y'all get in trouble, you move to the wrong damn building to protest. Y'all can't even get your shit straight. You have a habit of going to the wrong addresses, Betty.
That was going on under my watch.
Oh.
I would shut it down.
You would?
I would kick everybody off myself.
No, you wouldn't.
And trust me, I have the balls to do it. You don't ever want to step when I'm angry. Trust me, you do not. It is I follow the law lawfully and legally, but you get in my personal space, your ass is going to be on that ground.
Again, she follows the laws so well, and she knows it so well that she's got over 40 arrests on her jacket, and she's under multiple protection orders right now, but she follows the law so well. You a loon. You another loon. You need to go over there.
I'm looking up the statistics on what she's talking about when she's calling for all this violence and stuff. And they're saying that it says here's a summary of the statistics, typically characteristics of perpetrators based on analysis from think tanks and government reports, focusing on the concept of left to right extremism as defined by researchers. It says general statistics and on fatalities, U.S. domestic extremists. It says right-wing extremists. Far-right data consistently shows that right-wing extremists have been responsible for overwhelming majority of fatalities from domestic terrorism in the United States over the past decades. Since 1975, right-wing attacks have caused significantly more deaths than left-wing attacks. Some analysis attribute approximately 75 to 80% of U.S. domestic terrorism deaths since 2001 to the right-wing extremists, and then it gives the left-wing facts and stuff too. But so she's got her facts all wrong.
Betty, did you reverse it so it sounds better to fit your narrative? Because the numbers show it's actually the right-wing side, Betty, not the left.
They said in the past couple decades since 1975, yeah. But I mean, the left, it says 5% of, they have 5% of fatality since 2001. They said.
Hey, K-Mash. Good to see you.
Okay, I don't want to get
That's
political.
no, but
that's
thank you for that, because I tried to tell her that, but she don't listen to me. She don't never listen to me. Okay, Beth, you can't be changing history. What is with you people? I swear you're in the wrong group, because there's a group out here. They're trying to rewrite history. You always trying to rewrite history to fit your narrative. Y'all need to stay on your own corner. Rewrite each other. Leave everybody else alone.
Okay, I do not play with my personal safety. You'll find that out very, very quickly.
No, you just play with everybody else's.
But what we're dealing with here is violence. Okay, we're on a channel. We cover true crime on this channel. We denounce all violence. We denounce vigilante justice. If you do not like
that's a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. Your record
talking on the side of her neck. She just was calling for violence.
Yeah, and you actually have been inciting hate and violence ever since I've been reviewing you. But you've really been hitting it hard lately.
Laws in this country, it's your responsibility to get off your ass
Ooh.
and go change the laws, not get off your ass and go beat the hell out of someone. Okay? Because the laws
like you did, like your history. Hey Betty, did you ever watch the good old Dr. Phil show? I used to watch that shit all the time. I was actually addicted to watching Dr. Phil. It was pathetic. That was right after I had to quit working. There was nothing else to do. I got into watching Dr. Phil. Listen, you know what he always said and the experts always said about your behavior, your past behaviors? Yeah. That means you're going to repeat those behaviors. Your relevant past behaviors, Betty, will show your future behaviors. Yeah. It sure does with you, doesn't it? 40-something arrests prove that.
Laws, no matter how many ICE agents you take out, no matter how many trucks,
those relevant past behavior. I never mind.
You try to get yourself in front of. It doesn't matter. The law's the law. They're going to be able to keep going and arresting all these people until you get off.
It's called relevant past behaviors are a great predictor of future behaviors, Betty. And we see that with you. We do. And I believe that you would do whatever it takes for content. I truly do. If the situation arises, yeah, I've seen how you act, Betty. If you've got people around you that'll amp you up, you go full bull scorn.
Your dumb ass and go to the people that change the laws, your Congress. Being an idiot in the middle of a street, putting your life in danger over what? Them doing their job? That is the most stupid thing I've ever heard. I would never allow somebody to do that as a professional protester.
Oh my God.
You're not a professional. No professional acts the way you do. That's why my thumbnail is the way it is. You are not an activist, and you damn sure aren't no advocate.
There is no way.
No.
So, with that being said, there is no way I condone what I'm seeing outside of those ICE agents' facilities. Now, if they wanted to be on the road and they want to have their signs up and hoot and holler from the sidelines, I'm all about that. That's protesting to me. When you start beating on somebody's cars, popping, doing property damage, that is not a protest. Okay? That is civil unrest. That is violation of law. That is property damage. That's a whole host of criminal conduct. I do not want to be a part of it, and it would never happen had I been there. Okay?
What are you going to do? And what exactly do you think? They'll take that bullhorn and shove it where the sun don't shine. Who the hell do you think you are? No one's going to pay you no mind. Betty, it's not you and your family being affected by what's going on. In any way. How many of your family's been rounded up like animals and deported or kept in places like Gator Traz? Huh?
Those are not protests. That is criminal conduct disguised as a protest. You do not get protection from our Constitution when you're doing criminal conduct under the guise of protest. Okay? When we go out to protest, we follow the law. We don't skirt the law. We follow the law.
Oh, that is so far from the truth, bitch. You don't even skirt the law. You just don't care. Are you kidding me? Do I need to show clips of you and your protest, Betty? You know why you don't do it here? Because they won't tolerate it. You know you'd go to jail.
Make sure our people are safe, and more importantly, that law enforcement is safe. Okay? So, in my opinion, lock all of them up. Lock them all up. I am a barbaric woman.
The only thing I do agree with her about is violence is not the answer. Destruction is not the answer. All that does is create more chaos and more problems. That's as far as it goes, as far as what I agree with Betty. Because Betty has no clue. Her life has not been touched by any of this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You like that whole president from Colombia coming into our trying to get sedation. He should have been arrested. And that right there is enough. When you start having other countries come in, that's death sentence stuff here in this country, as well as other countries, not just here. They should have immediately arrested him and held him without bail. And if he was found to be corrupted or seditious or any type of thing, he should have been executed.
All right, Betty.
What? Oh my God.
What, Betty? I got a question for you. Since you're so hell bent on this ICE bullshit, okay? There's this young couple, a young family. They're a Russian family. I only know them from the bus stop in the mornings. I will talk to the mom and the dad sometimes. Very good people, very hardworking people. They've done everything the legal way, have spent thousands and thousands of dollars to be here. You know, they didn't know me from Adam other than
Miss
to say
Brittany's
hi
backstage.
Okay. They didn't know me from Adam other than to say hi at the bus stop. Them people have stepped up. And friends that I thought were my friends and neighbors for 20 years, I haven't even received a phone call from. Those people have brought my children food. They've made sure when I had to go somewhere, when I had to go to the doctor's the whole way in Jacksonville, she took a day off work to take me. Not because I asked her, because she wanted to. She wanted to help. They're good people, Betty. And they have been fighting to stay here when they're doing everything right.
You know, and I looked up the statistics on that. You know how they say that they're all from mental institutions and this and that. I looked that up because I'm a research junkie. I like to look up facts and make sure I know what I'm talking about. And there's a percentage of versus American-born citizens and immigrants of any country are the percentage is extremely low for any kind of criminal activity because they don't want to go back. They don't want to go back. Right. They want to stay here. So if you think about it, you know,
they did everything the right way. They did everything the legal right way, and they have spent buku amounts of money, and they still can't get their final interview for their green cards. They have work permits. They both work their asses off.
Yeah, and but they're even taking there U.S. citizens too. You know, they're picking up U.S. citizens too, thinking that they're saying that they think that they're immigrants. And they take them to another location, and they're hounding them and stuff, and then they let them go. You know,
she's worried. They're worried because of everything that's going on. Even though they're here the right way and they have all their papers, it still don't matter. That would still scare anybody.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to instill fear on everybody. Is what they're doing.
Brought her ass down there with me, where my husband's employer, and stood there and held a sign with me.
And then they cleared out the Hyundai factory or whatever. They had a bunch of people from Korea that were over there training the Americans on how to run the factory, and the ICE agents went in there and got everybody and sent them back to Korea, and they were supposed to be there to train the Americans.
Yeah,
crazy.
So what's the answer, Betty? Because they live in fear, and they shouldn't have to. They've done everything the right way. You're an ass, Betty. You don't understand. Hey, Miss Brittany.
Hey, I got an idea. Betty, this will work out great for you. Go and protest wherever the hell you want, but do it with no pants on. It'll work out great for you. Do it.
Ooh, that'd be kind of nightmarish, though, man.
I know,
That'd be
but
kind of
that would keep
nightmarish.
her in her little box for quite some time.
But they might not tackle her though because she doesn't have hats on.
Yeah,
She might be afraid.
they
to
might
start-
not because she has no clothes on. Ugh, ooh, I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And Betty, you realize you've got your gynecologist sheet showing? You need to use your bullhorn Betty green screen or whatever you call it. That's all I came to say. Get her that thing with
That's a
the
good idea though.
And please go to town meetings again and film it so we can all have a good laugh, because I love it when the people put you in your place and they laugh at you. Please do that some more, because it's really funny.
I agree, Bombs Becca. I totally agree. Hope it happens soon too. Betty just gets worse and worse. Eventually, she's gonna AFO for real. Yeah, she needs to.
But according to Burnt Toast, I watched her say it a while back, the mom is just as bad as Betty.
Oh, haven't you ever heard her? I have. She's right.
Yeah, so could you imagine two of those things? Oh my God, I just want to
No,
pull my hair out.
I feel bad for the county she lives in and the people that she has to live by.
Yeah, I would want to pull my hair out.
Mm.
But that's all I came to say. And Kathy, let me know if you need anything. I'm here for you.
Oh, I will. Thank you, Brittany.
All right.
I appreciate you. Thank you for coming up. You can stay if you want to.
No, because I'll get myself in trouble. You'd have
At
to
least you're
fix
self-aware, huh?
it. And then you'd have to fix it. Yeah, no.
Then you have to fix it.
No.
I get it. Well, thank you for coming up. I appreciate
Thank you.
All right. Let me know if you need anything.
I sure will, Britt. Thank you.
All right. I'll check on you later.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I'm that kind of barbaric.
Oh,
I believe
yeah,
in the
we
Bible,
know.
and I believe that there is
Don't
laws
use
that
the Bible.
support the stuff that I'm talking about. I truly do. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. We have a bunch of laws here that you cannot be treasonous. You cannot do espionage. Do you guys know that they found?
You realize, oh my God, I just realized it's almost 12 o'clock and my damn dog is still in bed. Okay, what is wrong with this picture here? This dog is still in bed, snoozing, snoring away. I didn't get no sleep, and he's still snoring. Hey, Lisa. Oh, thank you for staying into it, Betty. She's up to no good. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I got another goal. Thank you for the $4.99. Guys, 2 more and I got gold. Yay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Several apartments. Turkey Man sent this to me. Several
Staying
apartments,
on top of Betty.
abandoned apartment buildings, that they were setting up these cell phone farms to break down, to stop. Like it was a terrorist attack on our intercom, our interphone systems, our Wi-Fi in the New York.
Oh my God, the neighbors' dogs are out. They got a lizard. They're big dogs. They got a lizard. They got a little lizard. They're having a blast. They're so bad.
Where's
They get right in that
Delilah?
muddy water. Huh?
Where's Delilah?
I don't know. Oh my God, what does he do? Oh, he's digging in the mud. Oh my Lord. They're going to get it. They're in the middle of the mud hole, digging and rolling around. Oh my God.
Hey.
I can't get my lazy hound dog up. These guys are out having fun in the mud.
I want to go roll in the mud.
Yeah. He's going to be mad. He's going to be bathing them too before he leaves for work. They're not going to be able to go in the house. Bo, you're going to get it. He's actually rolling on his back.
He's probably going from side to side, huh?
Oh, yeah, he is. He's scratching his back in the mud. Oh, my God.
It probably keeps him cool though, too. You know how the
Oh,
I probably keep him cool.
they
He's
crack
like,
me
yes.
up.
He's like, yeah. Hopefully, just remember that he's dirty before you.
Yeah, well, you can't miss it. I mean, he's a yellow lab and he is filthy. He's a golden lab. He is filthy. He's dripping mud. Oh, mine would be in so much trouble.
They had enough that they were going to literally.
She has lost her mind. Oh, she's suing Chris and Katie, Lisa. You got to back it up and listen. She's made it clear. She also guarantees they're on drugs. Yeah.
Be able to cut off all communication in New York. They found this. The Secret Service found this plot literally hours before Trump was supposed to be at the UN. Something I think was supposed to happen. They found these phones, these hundreds of thousands of phones. They said it was enough to completely wipe out the phone grid in New York. And if that's in New York, God knows what else is around here. So we have that going on. And then we have
there's nothing going on if they found it and disposed of said situation.
And if your leader keeps rubbing elbows with Putin, and they were over there testing the airspace over there in Alaska. They had to scramble to get jets in the air to make sure that they don't come. So he's testing the
and just the neighbor's two dogs. They're both, one's one of those labradoodles. She's black. She's so pretty. And the other one is a Labrador and a gold one. So he's got, the blonde fur. Well, he's a muddy mess. I mean, it's actually dripping off him, but Bo always rolls in the mud. But she did today.
I had a dog. We used to go because at the end of our road there was like a wash, and so we'd be able to let him off the leash and go run. But we had a dog named Stony, and she would always find something to roll in that stunk, like a dead animal or just something that completely stunk. Like she smelled like she got sprayed.
I think it happens down here because of all the frogs when it rains, how they come up out of the ground.
Yeah.
And then if we don't get enough rain, they lay all their eggs. And the tadpoles, they start stinking when they lay in there and die.
Yeah.
And they have these ditches between most of the properties.
Yeah.
So for water drainage here.
Yeah.
So it happens to be the one, like every couple of houses, there's one. And of course it's mine and between mine and his.
Yeah.
His dog, his one to Bo, he's always in the mud. She not so much, but today she got in the mud. And my little prince in there.
We got Colorado River
get in
over here.
He has a fit if he gets anything on his paws because he doesn't like his paws clean.
Yeah.
And he knows he can't get back in my house unless his paws are clean.
Well, he's having a good time.
Failures, the teleprompter failures, and the overall UN's disrespect to the United States, where they were actually holding.
Because of teleprompter failure, it was disrespect.
Did you hear the speech that he gave? Oh my Lord, have mercy! You should have heard the speech that he gave. He said something about he basically telling all the world leaders in front of everybody. He's complaining about the teleprompter that he almost fell off the escalator. The escalator just barely stopped at the very, very bottom, and he acts like they were in the middle of it. But then he told everybody something about going to hell, like they were all going to hell. Basically, telling that's what he said. Yeah,
but
because he didn't have a teleprompter to read off of, so his speech was lousy.
Yeah,
absolutely
it's not. But a teleprompter failure is not disrespect to him or to America.
Yeah, right.
Betty,
it's not inner terrorism. It's just broken teleprompter.
Yeah. Wow.
Holding this meeting in a building that we, the tax fund payer people, pay for. You got me.
You don't. Well, you
Trump
ain't got no JOB. What payroll taxes are you paying, Betty? Hell, you won't even get insurance on your own house. You expect FEMA to pay for all your storm damage all the time because you're too cheap to buy damn insurance.
Yeah.
That's how you got your roof. You went after FEMA till they did it.
She
You
wanted a
shouldn't
new
have got
toilet
it because
too.
you refused to pay for homeowners insurance.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, you think I want to pay for homeowners insurance? You know what I could do with that $3,500 a year?
Yeah,
Shit.
that's it.
Messed up. You know what I'm going to say? Defund the whole damn UN. You do not disrespect the United States. We pay too much money around this world. We should be, Donald J. Trump should be rolled out in on a gold freaking mattress or a gold, whatever, carpet, gold carpet, not
what?
Gold carpet. Gold mattress. She said gold mattress. She's such a weirdo.
I'm not
When
even
she
going to
says that too, she
politics.
says,
I'm not
take 'em-
going to
she
do
goes,
it. I'm not going to do
take
it.
'em
I'm
to
not
the
going to let me.
mattress.
I'm not going to let her bait me into it. No. I totally disagree with you there, Betty. I'll just say that.
Yeah, she says, you know, when she says take him to the mattress, isn't it? It's like take him to the mat? Isn't that
Yeah.
usually how you say it?
Yeah, it's take
She
it
always
to the
says take
mat.
him to
Yeah.
the mattress. I'm like, who are you taking to the mattress, Betty?
Well, she probably hasn't been taken to the mattress in a long time either. Probably part of her problem.
red carpet, gold carpet. As much
Red
money
carpet.
as we spend around this world for other and other countries and everything else like that, and you are going to be disrespectful to our president?
I bet you
Bad
have a
move.
gold mattress.
Because our president represents people like me in this country. Okay? And I don't know what
that's
these
scary.
Democrats are thinking on this thing. They're about to shut down our country. And they actually think we're going to come to the table and hand them $1 trillion. They've got something messed up. Because I can tell you
what, Betty, you're not going to hand them anything, and you're not going to be at that table. Because at the end of the day, you're relevant. You're irrelevant in all of it. You have no voice. So yeah, you're correct. You will not be handing them anything because you won't be invited to the table. And nobody wants the country shut down, Betty. That would be shut up. Oh, I don't want to do the politics.
Here's the facts about all the money that we're supposedly spending, right? So it says how long. So I asked how long it has, because we've been in debt since the American Revolutionary War.
We've been in debt forever.
Yeah, since January 1st, 1791, we've been in debt. But it like they, where does it say? It says completely paid off for a brief period, 1835 to 1836, and then it says, wait, like it was like 1935 or something like that. Like, don't quote me on the year, but we've been in debt since then. Yeah, so that's why they have the debt ceiling. Hello, Betty.
Yeah,
they have to seal the debt.
And she's one of them blowhards that wants law enforcement and everybody to do all of this stuff, but she don't want to give them no money to do it. They don't have no budget.
Right.
They don't have the manpower. They can't pay for the manpower to do all this stuff because she's one of the ones that bitches about a red light camera to save kids from getting hit by cars.
And a roundabout.
Mm-hmm.
And a roundabout, yeah.
Me, and as well as millions of people like me, are telling President Trump shut down the government.
Boy, I hope there isn't millions like, oh, boy. Oh, no, we don't need millions of bullscorns. No, ma'am. We can, now them I would not have a problem with ICE taking care of and getting them out of here if there's millions of bullscorns. We don't need that. Maybe ICE could deport you. So I wonder if I ask a favor, if they would deport Betty.
Yeah, I hope, please.
We could deport her to the desert.
Way
out in the middle
of
Iceland.
Nowhere. We can to Iceland or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean,
so as of September 2025, the total gross national debt is reported to be approximately $37 trillion. Oh
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
And I stand by what I said, Betty. If I ever remember to buy a quick pick to play the law, I only remember like once in a great while. I always keep the $2 ready though, in case I do remember. If I am ever blessed enough to win millions, I'd pay for Chris and Katie's lawyer to sue your ass. I really would.
Yep. I think we all would.
Yeah. Not complying. They're not going to extort $1 trillion from us. We're done. We're done paying for everybody else.
Well, that'd be one hell of an extortion. That must have some serious shit to be able to extort extort for $1 trillion, Betty. Do you
Yeah, because we're in
understand
debt anyway.
what
We
$1
don't have
trillion
no money.
is? Do you even understand what $1 trillion is, bullhorn?
And we're 37 trillion in debt. So I
I'm
don't know how
telling
they're
you.
going to
So what the
steal
hell's
$1 trillion.
another trillion gonna matter, right? I don't want to do. Oh, it's so hard not to go into the politics with her.
No,
It
yeah.
really is.
I was just stating some facts because she
Oh no,
doesn't
I'm
have
glad
facts
you
right.
are.
Yeah. She doesn't have her facts right.
She never does any research.
No.
I don't know where she comes up with the numbers and stuff that she comes up
She
with.
counts on people to tell her in her emails.
Oh Jesus. Oh boy.
Right now, we need to worry about American citizens, and that's what we need to be doing. But this left-wing violence is a direct result of that. I absolutely.
We just proved that
she's talking nonsense.
The right wing is the leader in the violence, Betty.
Yep.
The numbers show it.
She's the poster child for it. Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. She doesn't even know what Trump.
She's a typical, the stereotypical.
Me and you don't see eye to eye.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know you. I didn't vote for you. Look, you don't want this thing on your side, Trump. Trust and believe that. She can't even get the numbers right.
You believe it because we are cutting off the purse strings. I said that since Charlie Kirk's assassination, and this is left-wing terrorism. If the reason why they keep perpetuating it,
but it wasn't the left wing, Betty. I understand the dude was a freaking Republican. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what the streets.
Well, that's what I think the family's affiliation was. Yeah. But he had something else going on with him.
Yeah, it was called mental health issues, Betty. He was 22. He wasn't no hitman for nobody. If he'd have been a hitman, he'd have never got caught so easy.
Yeah.
He damn sure wasn't a professional.
Well, he told on himself. He told his dad. He told his dad that's a retired sheriff, and then he said, "Well, come talk." I think he got I don't know if it was a pastor or somebody from a church to talk to him, and they convinced him to turn himself in.
That's what I mean. He was no professional, and he wasn't doing it for Democratic Party. Did not hire him, Betty.
Yeah.
Line is because they know they have this whole transgender militia, all these other militias.
Oh, good.
We have a transgendered movement. We have a transgendered
traveling again, Marcy, oh, that's right. It's the season with the bands, huh?
Do we have a transgendered militia, Kathy? I don't think I've heard of it.
According to her, we do, and they're behind it all.
I don't think I've heard of that yet.
Oh, yeah, well, she's been spewing this ever since Charlie's assassination. That's the militia group, the transgender militia groups behind it all.
Oh wow, that's a whole new group.
Yeah.
On their side while they kept trying to.
How come none of the transgender people I know anything about this militia group?
Yeah, it's not about the transgenders. Yeah, it's just I just don't know
even
about that
them.
specific group that she's speaking of.
Yeah,
never heard of it.
Of our guns.
Neither is she. She made it up.
They could no longer fight about our guns. They started picking up the guns and showing us exactly why they wanted to take our guns. They wanted to take our guns, folks.
Oh.
And look how many on their side have guns and are turning them on us.
Oh.
Now you guys understand why we would never give our guns up.
No.
Our high-powered rifles, nothing. We're not going to give them up. Why? Because we have the Democrat Party that we've been fighting with for over 100 years.
The reason it's
and
not
they want to turn us into
because the gun. What do you call it? The gun. The big gun group with all the money. Because they're the ones that fund that side. They fund them, the money goes there. That's why they won't. That's why they don't want gun control, because there's a lot of money involved, and they pay them off. Like they basically pay off, that side, like of the politics, So that's a lot of the reason why I can't remember the technical name for it, the real name for it. But yeah, that's what it is. They're not going to take the gun. They just want gun control. That's it. They don't want to take the guns.
To a communist country, take all of our property, all of our money, and ration it around.
No.
If you look at any communist country, it doesn't work. Okay? And until you're ready to hand over the keys to your house, your car, and your checking account, that's what communism requires. You do understand that, right?
King, that Trump wants to be king, right?
Requires. We no longer own the country, our government does. Right now, the way our country is designed.
Yeah, I don't buy those numbers, Mike, because you don't get 2,000 views on one and then the very next video get 125K views. No,
Right.
something's fishy there.
Yeah.
Something's fishy there.
We own our country. Remember how the
Betty ain't
Democrats
never got views like that.
You got to
And
watch
there's
the
no
numbers as
games?
when during her
What do you
live
think
stream, and you'll
communism
see them
is?
jump. You can see them jump.
Mhm. I mean, she'll have 200 people in chat, and then after it's over, the next day, by the next day, she's got 80,000 views. Now that don't happen. No,
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
buying that. Not a bit.
Yep.
And Betty don't get numbers like that. It's just those couple videos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you watch one of her live
Spotted.
streams, if you watch a live stream, sometimes if you know how it says the numbers, how many people are in there, or
Uh-huh.
whatever, you can watch
Well,
it
this morning
fluctuate.
she had 154 in there when I popped in.
Yeah, it'll go real high and then it'll start dropping dramatically. Like, and that's how you know that they're buying
Botted.
views. Yeah.
Nah, those were botted because her other Charlie videos didn't get those views. But that's everybody can have their own opinion. That's fine. I'm good with that.
That's a good face right there.
Good to
There's
see
a
you,
king
Mike.
in communism.
But like
But there's
Charlie
no
or not, agree with Charlie or not, what happened to him was horrific and should have never happened.
A life is a life, yeah.
That's it. No one deserves to lose their life because of
That's
what
it.
they believe or what their opinions are.
Yeah. That's what we're supposed to be, a free country, to be able to,
And I get it. I'm going through this. Granted, I didn't lose my husband the way she lost hers, but it's weird. We lost our husbands within, a week of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, she doesn't have to go through what I'm doing, what I have to do. She's going to get her and her family, her children are going to be fine. They're going to, financially, she's going to be okay. I have to fight my husband's employer just so I can feed my kids.
I know. Oh, you know
That's
what?
fucked
Kathy, I
up.
was going to tell you for you to let me see if I can do something, because I'm a research junkie. Let me tell you, I can maybe try to look some stuff up for you.
Yeah,
and maybe it might be helpful.
Yeah, drop me your email so I can email you my number so we can talk.
Okay, sounds good.
Because right now I'll take any help. Right now, I've done.
Yeah, I mean, I'll help you. Just anything to take off your shoulders. I mean, I'm good at
everything the lawyers asked me to do.
I'm really good at doing a lot of
drag this out.
research. Doing.
He said they could drag this out for 2 to 3 years if they wanted to.
Yeah,
and they've got the lawyers to do it. They're huge.
Yeah, I'll try to help you
and they have
try
all
to
those federal contracts.
They
got shit behind them,
Yeah,
and I don't
they
want
got the money behind
that
them.
isn't his. I don't want anything. I just want what was his, what he paid in over 11 years to.
Yeah, that's so sad. It's sad how corporate things work or how companies work and things like that. Yeah, it's wrong. Mm-hmm.
Being in a constitutional republic. Remember that. Remember that. The people that are always screaming, no kings want a king. The people that are screaming they're anti-fascist are the fascists. The ones that are screaming we're oppressive are the ones that are oppressing. And then when they don't get their way, they turn up the rhetoric to their crazed lunatic following, and now we become prey. So ICE agents under attack. Charlie Kirk was just assassinated. We had the transgender guy that didn't want to be transgender anymore because his mommy wanted, or he couldn't acknowledge his mommy was accurate and that he would regret being a transgender person. So he decided to go and shoot up a Catholic school while children were praying. We had another man that was released 14 times, stab a Ukrainian refugee. And that's just the most recent list of this left-wing violence. And every single Democrat talking head is still encouraging it every single day. The Democrat Party, the left-wing party of this country, is encouraging it and inciting it every single day. So for everybody that has a D next to your name that's voting with the Democrats, you guys are telling me that this is what you are voting for. You are voting for those guns to be aimed at people like me.
Oh, bullshit.
I'm not okay with that.
Stop it, Betty. Stop it.
That's not true, Betty.
How the hell would you feel if I stood by while our guns were aimed your way?
Stop it.
You encourage hate. You're
She wants to act
encouraging
like she wants to be a
violence.
savage, but she'd be the first one to go run and hide.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn well, I would never allow that. You know, every single one of you come here every single day
Put it in
and
the
know
back
that
chat,
there is
Kathy.
no way I would stand by and allow that to happen. Yet I watch people that come on true crime week after
The
week.
hell you wouldn't. You incite hate and violence.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Kathy, I put the stuff in the back chat.
All right.
Saying that they don't like violence. They want to end the violence. They want to find the criminals for our victims. Yet they still are supporting the reason why we've got victims. I'm having a hard time understanding this. So somebody's going to have to explain it to me. Somebody from my Democrat counterpart. How is this okay? How can we be here every single day fighting for nonviolence in this true crime community because we have so many victims while supporting an entire party that keeps perpetuating.
Betty, we've already
Right.
read the numbers to you. You're wrong. The narrative you're spinning is wrong.
Yeah.
Actually, the numbers show that it's the right wing,
Mm-hmm.
not the left wing, Betty.
Yeah. The
Do your
percentages are like 75 to 80%.
Yeah.
It.
Hey, Sunshower. You don't have any crayons on me?
This woman. She's
It's violence by throwing.
Don't tell her that, because then she's going to say, see, the left's not even giving the right crayon.
all these violent criminals back on our streets with zero bond.
Oh my God.
Killing and raping our people.
Oh my God.
What? You've been saying this for weeks. Betty, you're fucking sick. She said the other day when I was reviewing her that the left brought in all these illegals so that they could murder and assault hundreds of thousands of Americans.
Oh my God. And you know what? Technically, actually, the facts are too. When Trump was first in office, and I'm not trying to be political, but I'm just saying when he was in office, he was building the wall, right? He didn't. I looked it up. I looked that up too.
Mike, I don't do politics.
But
How is that?
he didn't build any new wall. He was just replacing the walls that were already there, and he only did so many miles of it. And there's like so much miles of a border, and he didn't even complete it.
I don't do politics, Mike. I review Bullscorn, who's nothing but a misinformation crony.
Yeah.
I don't kiss nobody's ass. I don't care about bigger creators. You really know nothing about me, Mike.
Okay.
But I will correct the misinformation she puts out.
Charlie Kirk killings put a rise in left-wing terror.
You realize, Mike, that in the beginning of this, she is now going to sue the parents of a missing child? File yet another frivolous lawsuit.
Light as study shows violence hitting a 30-year high.
Where are you getting
I don't know
your
where
numbers?
she's reading this from. She doesn't cite her sources either.
Never. Because they're emails
30-year
from
high.
people.
We're going to have a commercial.
Manufacturers on Omerton Road is having a huge hot tub factory sale.
I don't really care about hot tubs. I don't know about you, but not for me. They're forcing me to watch 20 seconds of it. So I figured I might as well turn it off. Whenever you force me to watch something, I'm not going to watch it. And I would never buy anything that forces me to sit there.
That's your problem, Betty. That's the problem, Betty.
Sorry, Fox News. And I don't want a hot tub in Florida. It's hot enough.
When I do stuff like this, we record all of it so that we put on the internet so people can see these ideas collide. When people stop talking, that's when you get violence. That's when civil war happens, because you start to think the other side is so evil.
Is there an assassination culture coming out of the radical left in this country? Just consider this.
Betty, that's a news report. It's a news reporter's opinion.
Right, and it's controlled media. It's like
yeah. Also, Betty, we've showed the number. And guess what? The numbers were real, Betty. Not the made up numbers in your head in your emails, Betty. You know what?
I'll email them
You know
to
what's going to end up happening? I'm going to end up having to do my. Oh man, I don't want to get into the politics with Betty.
but
I don't
I'll
do
email that
politics.
information to you so you have it.
All right, thank you. Betty, I'm sorry, but I don't like any politicians. I don't give a shit who they are. I don't
They're
care
all
if you're
crooked.
left, right, or in the middle.
They're all
Politicians are politicians, always have been, always will be. They make you a bunch of promises they never fucking keep.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But people like you make things worse when you incite hate
Mm-hmm.
and violence. And that is what you've been doing. What happened to Charlie should have never happened, period.
No matter what, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what he stood. He didn't deserve to die for that. His children were there. His family was there. Show some respect for him and quit exploiting him, because you've exploited the hell out of this. True bullhorn fashion. Let his family grieve.
Are currently 3 accused assassins in court on this day. Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk's
Wow.
suspected assassin. Ryan Ruth, charged with attempting to assassinate President Trump.
Wow.
And Luigi Mangione, accused of executing in cold blood, daylight, middle
And
of
Betty, that
Manhattan.
has gone on in our history ever since the beginning of time. That is not one specific person's fault. However, the numbers do show that the violence,
And a lot of it has to do with mental health too.
Exactly.
There's so many breaks in the system.
Yes.
You know.
And if you want to go by numbers, Betty, your narrative is so wrong, because the numbers actually don't favor the right.
The United Healthcare CEO. A deeply disturbing
Lisa.
study out of Rutgers University shows violent political rhetoric as being increased.
And I get that, Mike. I never said I didn't. In fact, I made it very clear from the day I started doing uploads, before I could even go live, I was monetizing my channel. Especially now, since now I am a single parent and the sole support of my family. I don't hide that fact. But I also don't get the views like that, so, and I'm good.
Increasingly normalized. Here's a quote. Political violence appears to have surged, especially among politically left-leaning segments of the population. Data from that very study show what respondents from the left actually say.
You know why? Because they can't win any other way. The only way the Democrats are going to ever win again is if they kill us all.
Oh,
That's what I
bullshit.
truly
Oh my
believe.
God! What is going on with
Betty,
you, Betty?
Go look at the history.
Oh my God!
It changes. Sometimes it'll be all blue, sometimes it'll be all red, sometimes it'll be a mix. Or you do like I did, because there wasn't nobody running for president I cared to vote for, so I just didn't vote. And I know a lot of people that didn't vote. Because I in my opinion, at the end of the day, they're going to put in office who they want any damn way. Like I said, a politician, whether you're blue or red, is a politician. They're going to make you a bunch of promises that they don't keep, can't keep. It's how it's always been. You need to learn. Oh, never mind.
Acceptable, even justified. Senior national correspondent digging
It
into
is the
for us,
rhetoric,
William
yes.
Lajeunesse in Los Angeles. William.
Well, here are actually 2 new reports that suggest there's this growing tolerance for political violence across the board. But
don't you know we need reports? Because we can't use our common sense, right? We need.
Well, Betty, with your common sense, thank goodness they're not using it. Numbers speak volumes, Betty. Numbers speak volumes.
We need reports. We need to pay $200, $300, $1 million for these reports to tell us what we already know, just so we have the flipping report. Welcome to U.S. politics, just to say the least.
Especially, as you mentioned, on the left. According to those Rutgers University researchers, in a poll of more than 1,000 Americans, 50% who self-identify as progressive said killing Elon Musk can be somewhat justified.
That's sick.
56% said the same for assassinating President.
So there's the proof in the pudding. 50.
Betty, that was 1,000 people that they polled, and how many did double or triple votes? Oh, Jesus Christ.
half of their party. I'm telling you, if you guys do not start denouncing this, don't come to the Bullhorn Betty channel saying you're anti-violence. You want to get these bad guys off.
Well, Betty, I don't have 40 plus arrests for violence, so I can say I'm anti-violent. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't care who it is. No one should be hurt because they have an opinion.
Off the streets. Well, you need to start in your own party first, because this is sick. If this was in our party, I would
Oh, honey,
remove
the
the R.
numbers show it is in your party. And you're just a MAGA groupie. That's all. You're a groupie, Betty.
This is so I would remove my R. I would be an independent. I wouldn't vote ever again if this was in my party.
Oh, honey,
is
you need to
sickening.
go look up the numbers then. Oh, boy. You're going to eat those words. You're going to be removing that R.
14%
She's
said
beyond
to be
help.
completely
Probably.
justified. Also, 59% of those same respondents said destroying a Tesla dealership in protest was somewhat acceptable.
No.
And where's
No,
this
I disagree with that. No. Violence isn't the answer. Neither is destruction. That is not the answer. I totally disagree with all that.
coming from? Well, social media. The Rutgers report said that the platform Blue Sky, the Democrat alternative to X, quote, plays a significant and predictive role in amplifying radical ideas.
So a Democrat platform, not like Parler or Truth Social, the Democrat platform is the one perpetuating all of this nonsense. Got it.
Betty, it wasn't the Democratic platform.
Yeah.
that
It's
caused
just a, it's
the
just a,
riots
it's a, yeah. Mhm.
and the murders and the assaults in DC, Betty. Wasn't a Democrat platform. Just saying.
I thought us gun-toting Republicans were an existential threat to democracy. Sounds like the people
Nah,
spewing
I
that
think
nonsense
there's nut jobs on both sides, in my opinion. On both sides.
were actually the existential threat to democracy. Funny how that projection keeps going on and on and on. The people that are saying it are the ones that are doing it.
And she
Much like
cherry
the hate
picked one news report. One news report.
channels back in the day.
The left really has much more of a, I don't talk to you, I don't want to deal with you, you're deplorable, I can't break bread with you.
Yeah.
That attitude, and like all the right wingers, they don't have that attitude.
So in a separate
Boom.
Gov survey of 3,000 adults after Charlie
Wow.
Kirk's killing,
In all honesty, no one should have that attitude because y'all need to work together. Period.
72% of Americans said violence is not justified. 11% said it can be
Hey,
somewhat
Purple
justified.
Dragon, good to
But
see
here's the
you.
big difference. 21% of
From your nap?
self-identified liberals
My dog
said
still hasn't
violence
gotten up. I'm
is
getting a little
justified
worried.
to
I'm going to go
achieve
check on him.
political goals compared to just 4%
He's usually
of
up by now.
conservatives. Most of the
Oh, I'm
violence is
afraid
on
to
the
go
left.
check on him.
Media is a cancer. Do you agree with that?
There's deep dark holes that are cancers, absolutely. Beyond cancers and death. So the number of posts on Blue Sky celebrating Kirk's death got so bad, Harris, the site was forced to warn users that glorifying violence or harm violates their guidelines. Now, I just spoke to the Rutgers University researcher, and he told me this doesn't mean that 50% of people advocate murder, but rather that it can be
Oh, come
justified.
on.
They
The
could
stuff that was being posted after that man was murdered was horrific and shouldn't have been. Gross. You don't celebrate anyone being murdered in front of their family. I don't care who it is.
I sent it to your email, okay?
All right. Thank you.
For years, he
Hey,
said,
saying
and
outlaw.
the needle is moving in the wrong direction.
Drive by.
You know that
But you know what? Every single Democrat Party member that chooses to go to the ballot and still vote this stuff into office, you're contributing to the problem. And it's now in black and white because I'm pretty sure.
Betty, it's a problem on both sides, no matter how you spin it. Both sides need to stop.
So I just looked up Blue Sky as a platform is not officially affiliated with the Democratic Party. It is owned by Blue Sky Social PBC, a public benefit corporation, and operates as a decentralized social media service. There you go, Betty.
Could have Googled that yourself, Beth.
For this study cost a lot of money just to be able to have it produced. Whoever did it, the university that did it, it's definitely
Rutgers,
a hot
Betty.
talking point.
You don't listen. Rutgers. He said the name many times.
Anybody that denies it at this point, in my opinion, is in complete denial. And there's no knocking through that. There's no getting into their brain. They're so warped that they can't even see any trees or forest at all. None. They see nothing. That's how some of these people are.
You mean
and
like the blinders you have on? Because it was a 22-year-old with mental health issues that did the crime, Betty.
I can't do that anymore. Okay. There's a major violent problem going on here. People that are like me are being targeted, and that
Like
has
you.
got to stop. There is no good excuse for violence in a civilized country. The people that are violent
Can't
need
tell with you,
to
Betty.
be in prison.
You don't seem too civil to me right now.
Yeah, Betty, you have quite the history, quite the rap
You're not
sheet.
very civilized.
Yeah.
You're not
Yikes.
domesticated.
Not
You're
at
not a
all.
domesticated person.
Okay, the cat woke up. Now where's the dog? I'm getting worried. I gotta go check on my dog. Oh,
Go
Lord.
check on him.
Oh, I'm scared too, but I'm going to. I'll let this play for a minute.
Not on a zero bond, prison. And that's what we were trying to do, is put the criminals in prison. I want everybody that doesn't belong in this country out of this country until we get our country stabilized. And then we bring those back that can help enhance our country, not be a dependent on our country, but an asset to our country. So that's
be
kind of
useful
where
when
I'm
you get
at.
on your
I'm
feet,
still
so.
working on that. But we still have some information. Lily and Jack Sullivan have not been found. Sebastian Rogers, Summer Wells still have not been found. Layla Santinello and Holland Statt, all in Tennessee, still haven't been found despite thousands of hours of search.
That dude is sawing logs. He is snoring up a storm because he's old and he's got some things going on.
Yeah.
So I was scared to go in there and he snored. There he is. He was snoring up a storm. Like, get your. Oops, the dogs are out next door. I got to shut the door for 1 minute, Bubby Licious, okay? Just 1 minute, okay? Then I take you out. Yeah, what a lazy hound dog. Sir Duke, I know Betty's on. You don't like Betty, I know. All right, I'm gonna fast forward through some of this.
And thousands of hundreds of hours of man hours.
You know, she hasn't searched for any
of
the.
Ronnie
she hasn't
Lawson is
touched base
corrupt
with
as
any of
corrupt
these
can
families.
get, and the idiots in Hawkins
Yeah. Oh, who's she talking about now?
County. No offense, keep voting the SOB in. Like
Recapping.
you vote, you
Okay,
get.
now she's at Hawkins County now.
Yeah.
Well, she just doesn't like anybody today.
Case like we do with Sebastian Rogers and Summer Wells. Same thing, same MO. Piece of garbage sheriffs. Piece of garbage sheriffs.
Didn't have anything to do with how y'all mucked up Summer Wells' case, interfered, caused chaos, right? Nah. Couldn't have nothing to do with it.
That's not it. Nah.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, man, the delusions run deep.
We know damn well Ronnie
Tammy.
Lawson is corrupt as corrupt can get. And the idiots in Hawkins County, no offense, keep voting the SOB in. Like you vote, you get what you vote for.
You
At this
ribeye
point,
steaks. Oh my god.
So you're corrupt to our community, Betty.
I could use. I've been wanting to get a steak. They're just not in the budget. But yeah, I was going to. I almost did yesterday. Oh, steak, home fries, and Texas. I'm moving in with Tammy. She's always cooking.
Mhm.
you don't even care about summer. You know, it's the community. The community has involvement in this too. And I'm sorry, but if you're going to be in a community and have a missing child, and you wouldn't act this way if it was your missing child, then you're doing everything wrong. You're
But
not
you
being
wanted her
right.
declared deceased, Betty. So come on now. So stop.
Yeah.
She when it's convenient for her, she changes the narrative. You know, she
Hey,
was
Bet.
talking about wanting to declare her deceased for I don't know how long.
Hey, Betty. How come you don't do nothing about all the missing children in your own backyard?
Yep.
Why are you not out here searching for them? Why are you not getting people interested in the cases
In your local community, yeah.
Exactly, Betty. Why?
Because they
We
don't
all
want her
know.
around. They don't want her
Yeah.
around the neighborhood.
Unfortunately, law enforcement does not have the budgets to be able to search morning, noon, and night for everybody that's missing. So it sucks,
Yeah.
especially with children. But it's people like you that don't want law enforcement to have budgets to be able to do things.
And people
It
like
takes
you that call
manpower.
yourself an advocate and don't advocate for these families and don't
Mm-mm.
advocate for finding these kids. You don't advocate for them because advocates walk them through the process. They walk them through the court processes. They walk them through everything.
I have
And
never worked with
you
it.
just go do your footage and you leave and you don't even
I,
touch base with them again.
nope. And I have in my 20 plus years working in the system, I
Mm-hmm.
have never, ever worked with an advocate that would carry on the way you do. I've
I
never
don't know.
seen one.
There should be like something against like people calling themselves advocate if they're not really advocates because you give people when she gets those interviews, she gives them false senses of
Right.
security.
And the
then
advocates that I've worked with had to go through
drops them.
training and certification.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then you got to walk them through the process. You have to you
Uh-huh.
walk them through the full process of whatever you need to walk them through.
Okay. Sometimes, and especially the people that want to say that they're godly and stuff there. What's
Keep it
godly
back to
keeping your
bed.
mouth shut?
That
You
little
show me
lazy
in the
sucker.
Bible where that's godly. You show me in the Bible where letting corruption run rampant is godly. Please,
Okay,
by all
half
means,
holy,
I'll
half
sit here
hood.
and wait. Show me.
Okay, Betty. Nowhere in the Bible does it support corruption. But Betty,
With her shirt that says half holy, half hood, right?
in her dreams, her nightmares, more like it. Betty, corruption has been a part of politics since the beginning of time.
For politics, yeah.
It sucks. It is. It does.
Yep.
I think that everybody needs to work together because you can accomplish more and do more if you work as a team instead of working against each other.
And what sucks right now too is because we have everybody's working against each other,
Mhm.
and like John McCain, when John McCain was in office, he would try to bring everybody together to some type of middle ground, and he not necessarily he was I think he was a Republican, I think, but he would work with both sides because they would come to a solution instead of sitting here making more problems.
Okay, I'm coming to your camper. I got to have me a piece of that. Oh, my little one would love that pumpkin crumb cake. Oh,
I'm
he
gonna
would
jump down,
love
Kathy,
that.
okay? Because
All right.
I got somebody knocking at my door.
All right. Thank you for
Okay,
hanging with
thank
me.
you.
I
Yeah, I just
appreciate
want to
you.
come up and give you some company.
Thank you. I appreciate your support. Thank you
Yeah,
very
and
much.
then don't forget to call me, okay?
I won't. I definitely will.
Okay, all right, Kathy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's all. Thank you, Purple Dragon. I got another goal. One more, guys, and we got gold. Thank you, Purple Dragon. Betty, I would love to see everybody come together and work together. That's what I would love to see. I've always wanted to see that. I just don't think I ever will. Sadly, I don't. Because all the politicians have their own agendas. It don't matter if you're left, right, or in the middle. They all have their own agendas. It is what it is. They won't heart that. Why?
The verse in the Bible. where
Purple.
corruption.
Thank you so much. Oh, we got confetti. Thank you, Purple. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. We got confetti. I gotta go. Thank you.
And this nonsense is okay.
Sunflower.
And that people
Thank
should
you.
just that preachers are teaching, just sit on the side.
Thank you so much for the $10. Thank you, Purple. Thank you, Sunflower. Thank you very much.
Lines, don't do anything. That's the godly way. When has that ever been the godly way? Where's the preachers in this area? Where's your prayer over this child?
What are you talking about?
Where's the advocacy from anybody? From the politicians, the preachers, anybody?
Betty,
How?
Just you. Sadly, there's so many missing. There's not enough manpower hours to do what needs to be done. And it sucks. I've been there. I experienced it. My nephew was missing for a year. We got no help. None. Not until they found his remains. Then they wanted to help. Shut up, Betty.
How bad is this county? How bad is this county? I'm starting to think it's infected.
Ugh.
I'm starting to think it's infected.
You can say that about a lot of counties, Betty.
Sorry, not sorry. It's just infected.
Sorry, Betty. It's not specific to just them. There's people and children missing in every county, Betty. Same scenario. Teenagers run away every day.
They need to give the case to the FBI. I agree with you.
Oh, here we go.
Seth,
again.
I agree with you.
The FBI's
you know
been in
me,
on the case from the day one. Are they the ones to put up the only legit reward that's been put out?
I'm 100%. I would have been okay with not, them just accepting some help. Oh, why aren't you just all stretchy out here? Some help from the Secret Service or the U.S. Marshals, but when they turned down the U.S. Marshals, I realized right then and there they were not trying to search
down?
for your son.
Again, what do you mean turn down? What did they turn down, Betty? Show proof of it.
Because anybody that wants somebody found, they're going to pull out all the stops. I mean, look at Mike Moore.
And they have. They have pulled out all the stops. Good Lord, woman, even Equisearch was down there.
Person in Washington, in Chelan, Washington. That man turned the whole case over to the U.S. Border Patrol because he knew it was the right thing to do, and he didn't have the resources to do it. There was no question. There was no pissing contest.
Because they hurt her. They lied about her, and they've come after her, and they've done nothing to her. Chris and Katie have done nothing to Betty. The other way around. But she made it clear that she is suing them, and she has guaranteed us that they are on drugs.
With him, because he was a good sheriff that just wants the case to be solved.
Oh, and she already said that they're near bankruptcy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She had a lot to say.
I didn't care who solved it. 3 children were dead. We've had Sebastian Rogers missing for well over 18 months.
And he's one of many that are missing, Betty. Many that you refuse to acknowledge. They all deserve the same amount of attention. But guess what? They didn't get it. They don't get it. Because like I said, people like you don't want law enforcement to have the budgets to be able to do what needs to be done.
Well over 18 months. What have they done to advance this case? They've done nothing.
Exactly, CJK.
They've done nothing except shame everybody for shaming them for doing absolutely nothing. That's their MO. Either intimidate or arrest somebody to shut them up. It ain't happening.
No, Betty,
obviously,
that's what you're spewing because your feels are hurt because they had enough of your shit and you got arrested. You deserve that. The POs should stay in effect and you should be violated again, in my opinion. But it's all about you.
We got a bunch of Democrats acting like they're a bunch of Republicans that reside in Sumner County. That is not a red county. You guys got a blue county because everybody I've seen act like a bunch of Democrats. You don't like me saying it? Oh, well. Oh, well.
You're making so many friends in Sumner County, aren't you, Betty? It's a good thing you don't have any say-so in that county. You're irrelevant. You don't live there. You don't have a vote. And apparently the people that live there and do have a vote keep voting people in so they're happy with what they got.
You don't want to get the stink of the Democrats? Change your party.
Oh,
They're a bunch of Democrats. Eric Struggle Snuggles, a Democrat. Ain't no good Republican gonna let a 15-year-old boy go without help.
No one's let a 15-year-old boy go. They have pulled out all the stops looking for Sebastian, you idiot. I wish you'd go confront some of the parents of the other 43 missing that have gotten not a fraction, none of the attention that Sebastian has. You don't think they'd want to have Equisearch there searching? You don't think they'd want a week of foot searches, horseback, drones, helicopters, boats? They didn't get none of that, Betty.
Ain't no Republican doing that. Oh. We're God-fearing people, and we don't give a rat's ass what anybody thinks. That's God. This man, they're Democrats. They're Democrats. They're Democrats.
Exactly. The resources
I may not be a perfect
there.
Christian.
They're not there. And it's people like her that don't want them to have these budgets, to have those resources readily available.
If I'm a Christian, I'd never act like that. No, sorry, Bob.
Yeah. You act worse. You're right. You act worse. You one of them fake Christians.
No, sorry, Bob.
Exactly. If you don't have credible.
All right, guys, we're rocking out with your coffee beans out. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And until next, my backgrounds. They allow you to have your backgrounds on Apple phones. Oh, we have one positive thing from an Apple phone. They'll let you have your background on an Apple phone, but not on a Samsung. Woohoo. I'll deal with that.
She wants a new phone, that she just got a new phone, and she's going right to her audience to get another phone. And now she wants all Android equipment instead of all the Apple equipment she's had her audience buy her over the last couple of years.
My background, not to be paying an arm and a leg to have a phone. We're going back to Android. I'm just saying, I think everybody needs to ditch the Apple phone. They are, and not only that, if we really hate Bill Gates, why are we making him rich? Why are we paying him to do all this destruction to America? And how do we know what he's doing to our phones or what he's following us on our phones? How much information does he have about us that we don't even know, that we've given to him, knowing as corrupted as this man is, yet we're buying his product filled with a whole bunch of Chinese crap in it here. Yet we're sitting here saying, oh, they're spying on us while we're on our Chinese phone by Bill Gates. I mean, really? It's time for us to ditch the iPhone and Apple products. It's time for us to protest Bill Gates and his death to America. And
you don't have to protest, Betty. Just don't buy the stuff. Well, you didn't buy it. Your subs bought it for you. And now they're going to rebuy you all Android equipment, which you keep getting and aren't happy with and need yet another one. Got it.
Meet initiative. Right? We're not, I mean, when it comes to Bill Gates, we're going to get cancer from his phones and have no real meat to eat. I'm just saying.
This nut walks among us. Yeah. And the thing is, she said there's thousands like her. That's a scary thought. That's why I said I should deport her.
Okay? I don't know about you, but I eat meat. Okay? And I don't want brain cancer. So ditch the brain cancer and go with something that's a lot cheaper. Go with an Apple or an Android. We're going with Android. Oh, good gracious. That's why I hate iPhones. I'm right there with you, but I'm trying to break it. I got to get away from it. I've just a little bit more. I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost there. Okay. All we got to do is get through a couple more court hearings. We got to get through a couple more of the court stuff. We got to pay Tony back, and I'm ditching the iPhone. I'm done. We're getting a whole new system. Once we get through all of this, we're getting a whole new system. Come hell or high water. I don't care if
I got the new computer. You already got the new phone that you don't like. What more do you need, Betty? You keep getting all this ridiculous equipment. You're one of them people that material things makes you feel important. You surround yourself with all this junk you don't need 90% of to do streaming on YouTube. And you don't even use. And don't know how to use. But keep having your subs spend money. It's on them. They want to do it.
I've got to sell my right arm. We're getting a whole new system. Okay? Bye, Motorola.
No, you don't do it. You put it on your wish list, your outrageous wish list with expensive items, and people, you lie and say you're engaged so people can contribute to the large items. Yeah. You even scam for your wish list, Betty.
Well, no, I haven't. I got it. Well, see, this is my problem. I've got to have a great phone. I got to have a great camera. I got to have one that doesn't overheat nonstop like this piece of crap does. I could be out there with this phone here, and this phone will outpace this phone any day. And this is a Samsung. This one, it's me, Jen gave me. I still have it, right? Because I needed a phone. I lost my phone. My phone was stolen from me. And, so she gave me that phone to use. And now, I'm back to this. I should have bought a Samsung then, but I didn't. Motorola doesn't overheat. See, I need something that doesn't overheat. I'm sick of this. This is no good. Like, even out there when I had been out of my car 5 minutes and the phone started failing on me. Every time I go live from an Apple phone, it might be this and it might be that. No, your phone just overheats. Like, you're producing too much heat. No, how can other phones have me being able to be live on it and it not overheat, but everything else? Oh, it must be how many windows you got open. It must be this. It must be that. No,
Betty, I have a cheap Android phone, and at times it overheats. Oh my Lord, she's getting new for my.
The phone. And why the hell would I want something that bakes that hot? That's a little scary. What else is it doing? What is it doing I don't know it's doing? That's my question. What is it really doing that I don't know it's doing behind the scenes that's causing all this heat? It seems to me like this phone's double dutying somewhere. There's too much heat. So we'll figure it out. But my message to everybody is start converting. Get off your Apple stuff. It's expensive, but they have all kinds of Android stuff. And the good news is some of your Apple stuff is going to work with Android. Unfortunately, none of the Android stuff works with your Apple. Kind of funny how that works. So my suggestion is ditch the iPhones, ditch Bill Gates' new world order bullshit, and let's start defunding Bill Gates. I'm done. And I can't believe Bill Gates has all this Windows crap in our federal government.
Again, you don't have to buy it, Betty. Hey, Summer Girl, member for 6 months. Woohoo. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. I appreciate that. It's okay. I'll put it in chat.
Man is trying to take over the world. I have Samsung Galaxy 24 Ultra, has way better camera than any Apple on the market. Then that's
Use
what
this one, Crommer Wheels. This is on my Gmail. I also have a Proton one on my channel, but that's my Gmail. Oops, I just deleted what did I do?
I was looking at the Galaxy 23 Ultra and 24 because the 25 is just a little too expensive, $1,200.
Well, you don't pay for them.
23 for like $600. Like, I'm looking at that.
Oh shit, you shit yourself. Mine was under $100, Betty. I'm a tightwad. I'm a cheapie. But yeah, I'm not paying $1,200 for a phone. But then again, you don't pay for them. Your subs do. Just say.
Free, and it comes with a terabyte. It's like, this is, hell yeah. And I do know the cameras, but not only that, but ever since I went to Apple, I cannot record. Like I used to be, it takes me twice as long to edit videos. Twice as long to edit videos on
Probably because you
my
have too much shit on your phone.
Apple as opposed to my Android. Because when I'm on my Android, I can in one recording I can turn my camera frontwards and backwards. With Apple, I have to pay for that feature. I have to pay a monthly fee for that feature that comes.
But dear, you knew all this when you got everybody to buy you the damn expensive Apple products. I mean, again, or is it lack of research on your end as usual?
Standard on Android. And what that does is whenever I want to show you backwards and I want to show you a scene and then I want to come back and start talking to you again, I have to do that in 2, 3, or 4 different videos on Apple, where I could stream it all on one video and just cut certain aspects out of the video. But it flips forward, it flips back. It doesn't make me have to stop the video recording or anything. And I can do that as many times backwards and forwards as possible. I love that feature with Samsung, and you do not get that feature unless you pay for it with Apple. And I find that disgusting that I have to have an app to be able to record frontwards and backwards. These perverts called fruits, go figure.
Yeah, really. Is she going to be in that 9x5 or 9x9, whatever the size is? She's not got to worry about that.
Get off, you big apples. There you go. There you go. Love it, YouTuber. Love it. All right. Well, that's kind of our thing. Delilah. Make sure there's nothing here that you guys. There's Delilah. Kind of crashed out. Look at her. That's that. She's so freaking lazy. Look at that. Look at that. She is lazy can get. She's lazy. She's just a lazy girl. I see her. You guys see her, Apple
wrapped in an enigma. Betty, are you an enigma?
Head. Yeah, she's a little apple head. She said, I want some scratchies, Mommy. She's got her waiting here. Just a date. I still haven't caught up on my sleep, y'all. I really haven't. I'm exhausted. And I woke up this morning at 4:00 in the morning. And I'm kind
Betty,
of.
I truly believe the reason you're not sleeping, and I know because I'm not sleeping right now because I keep having these nightmares, is because of what's in my head. I think that's your problem. You're not sleeping. You got so much. You got 123 people in that head of yours. The last count I did. And all this frivolous court action that you continue adding more and more onto. That's why you're not sleeping, Betty. It's your brain telling you, fucking stop it. It's your shenanigans, in my opinion.
Dragon butt. I might go to my BFFs today. I might not. Yeah. I'm forcing myself to go.
Something tells me Betty goes to bed about 8, 9 o'clock. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm exhausted in this bed. For today, a Saturday, like movie and junk food. I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, like movie and junk food. Like, I don't know. And I made some beef stew. Oh my God, that stuff is so good. Did I tell you guys I don't really make a brown gravy anymore without some red wine? I'm running out of red wine. I don't drink wine. And the only time I have wine in my house is to cook with because
When don't you drink wine? Because I've reviewed you when you've drank bottles of it. So you're lying again.
Is filled with sodium. If you don't buy anything that says cooking wine on it.
CJK.
Okay. If you need a white wine, use a Chardonnay. If you need a red wine, use a Merlot.
Now she's getting me hungry. You know what? I forgot to eat today. No wonder my medicine makes me sick in the stomach. It's fucking 1 o'clock and I haven't eaten since lunch yesterday. Yeah, I got to quit doing that. Anyway.
I like bitter red wine, dry red wine for my gravy. But you don't need that much. But, oh, good gracious. It just enhances the flavor of the gravy. Oh. Anyways, I don't know if you guys saw my post, but I made this huge pot of beef stew. and I cut
Be
carrots,
still.
onions, celery, sweet potatoes were debuted in it.
After what I seen you do was spraying that cleaner in your sink and putting your meat in there with that cleaner in there, I am not fucking eating nothing out of here. And I don't eat gray meat. Look, I'm a budget bitch. I stick to my budget. Even though I may want that damn steak, it wasn't on sale. So guess what? I didn't get that damn steak. But I'm not buying a damn gray meat to cook. Nope, not feeding my kids gray meat. No, ma'am. And I damn sure I'm not putting fresh meat in a sink full of disinfectant. Ugh. No, thank you, Betty. I'll pass.
With regular red skin potatoes.
She
and
switched to box
the
wine.
gravy was made out of
I know,
beef
Summer Girl.
stock.
I don't, he's not here to cook for. So, the kids, I cook for them, and a lot of what I make for them, I don't eat because it's just not, they're kids. You know how they eat. Their palates are getting better, though. And I just, honestly, I forget. But, I did find something. I know I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but I'm going to. I'm not big on frozen foods. But I actually tried a Stouffer's meatloaf dinner, and it actually wasn't bad for a frozen dinner. I was pleasantly surprised because I'm not big on the frozen shit. I'd rather cook my own meatloaf and make my own mashed potatoes and gravy. But yeah, anyway, maybe I'll make some wings in the air fryer. Oh shit, no, they're not unthawed. I'll unthaw them real quick. I'm not pulling a Betty though. I'm not putting them in the sink full of disinfectant. No, not doing it.
And some seasonings, and then thickened up with some cornstarch, and it came out absolutely delicious, very, very hearty. And we ate it one meal, we ate it another meal. I've got something put out today for food. I got chicken wings.
Oh my Lord! No, she didn't just say that. I didn't review this to the end. I had no idea that she was going to say chicken wings because I wasn't going to review the whole thing. I had stopped after the threat of suing, Chris and Katie and the stuff she was saying about them. But I had no idea she was going to bet you my chicken wings are fresher than yours and mine are in the freezer. Stouffer's mac and cheese. Hey, White Bird. Yeah, my husband liked that. He would get the things and take it to work and make it in the microwave just to give me a break from making a big lunch every day on top of the kids and then cooking 2 different meals, which I didn't always have to cook 2 different meals, but the kids' palates are getting much better. They're exploring more and more. The Krama Reels, you shouldn't have done that. Thank you so much. Wow, 10 memberships. Thank you. Welcome to Poolside, everybody. You're a misfit like the rest of us. Please thank Krama Reels if you're in here. Thank you so much, Krama Reels. Hey, Joe Madre got one. Cool.
I got chicken wings at Save a Lot yesterday. They had a deal for $14. Ouch. My legs starting to cramp up.
I didn't pay that much for mine.
$14, I got a huge package of chicken wings. So I take the tips off of them. I cut all the tips off the wings, and I put them in a bag because if you ever just need straight beef stock, those. Did you just whimper? Why are you whimpering? Those tips are good for.
Oh, chili, chicken fajitas, watermelon, cherry tomato. Wow, from your garden. A zucchini. Oh, I love breaded zucchini. Now that my little one will eat. He actually likes I use fresh Parmesan. I grate some up. I put it in the breading. He will eat that. And he'll eat broccoli. As long as it's not cooked. Once you cook the broccoli, he's not touching it. My daughter prefers it cooked, but she'll eat it either way. But their palates are changing. Hey, Trisha, good to see you. I had so much fun yesterday, Trisha. Thank you for that.
Just some straight chicken broth. If you just need some quick chicken broth.
I was going to say, you're not making beef broth out of chicken wings, Betty. I'm glad you corrected that because that'd be a hell of a broth. Ugh.
You throw
Okay,
those
bubbies,
wingtips in. There's
okay.
no meat on those wingtips. They're just bone, really, bone and skin.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
what she said. She was going to make beef stock out of chicken wings. Like, ew. Yeah, I was watching some of it, and then I had to deal with the littles. So, yeah. I'll replay. I'll finish it and replay. I always mark off where I left so I don't forget. Guys, you got to check out Trisha Talks, man. It is so much fun over in her. Every time I go up there, I have fun.
I find if you put them in a little pot, you make yourself some pretty good, quick chicken stock very, very quickly.
Yeah, thank God you corrected it, because I make the beef stock and the chicken stock because I make my own dog food because my dog is that spoiled. But no, it actually helps him, because otherwise he burps. He gets heart acid reflux so bad. He burps up all the time. And I know that burns. If it burns us, it burns them. So I make his dog food. And the vet said, quit just doing the turkey and rice. There's not enough nutrients in it. So long ago, I started adding vegetables. And sometimes I'll add fresh fruit after it's cooked, after the stuff's cooked. But I always make broth, to give it some juice. And I started recently mixing it with some dry, and he seems to be tolerating it. He's not having the bad acid reflux. So it cuts down on because look, if the turkey and the ground chicken or the ground beef isn't on sale, it's, I've got 2 kids to feed. I've got to, so I've been lucky. It's been on sale. So I did stock up because it was on sale, and I bought a bunch and put it in the freezer. But he needs more. He need more substance, and he doesn't mind me putting peas and corn and stuff in, or carrots in his food. He'll eat it. He's not real crazy about any the fresh fruits, though, not at all. But now that I'm mixing it with the dry, he seems to be doing better. And like I said, he's not having the acid reflux, and he's not doing up the burping. Because I mean that burns us. I can imagine it burns him too. But he would, take the Mylanta or the Pepto. He would actually, I would just hold his nose up, and he would let me, pour it in. But yeah, he's on acid reflux medicine because it's really bad for him. It's I couldn't imagine. And he's a grass eater. He will eat your yard. You don't need a lawnmower. Just need my Bubblicious. But it has to be a certain grass. He will look for a certain blade. He doesn't eat just any grass. It has to be a certain one. He's wild as hell. He's spoiled. But he should be, because they don't ask to be born. They don't have no control over it. And they're loyal, and they love you, and you should treat them just like you would want to be treated. And I do. I treat them just like they're my kids, because they are. That's why I was scared to go in. He hadn't slept till 12:30 in a minute. Usually he's up by 10:30, 11. I was actually scared to go in there because, he is 13 and a half. He's full of arthritis, and he's got some cancerous lumps, and, he's not suffering or anything. So until then, I don't have to make that decision, thank God. But he's been having a really tough time with grieving. I mean, he sits at that window every night and he cries when it's time for Daddy to come home from work. He still sits there and waits for him to come home every night. And there for a while, he would cry half the night. He just wouldn't stop. And they wanted to put him on Xanax, and I said, I wouldn't. Let's try something else first. So I used some Benadryl, and that seemed to help a little bit. But he still cries for him every night, same time. He's at that window waiting for Daddy to come home to take him for his walk. He was a daddy's dog. Mama babied him, mama made his food, but he was a daddy's dog. And honestly, the vet told me to be prepared that, it's not uncommon, given his age and his health, that I could lose him too. And oh my God, that's why I was scared to go in there, because it's not like him to sleep till 12:30. But he was snoring away. He was fine. It was just me being scared. Okay, Baba, I hear you, buddy. Just a minute.
And so
They do. They do. Very much so. Those two were, you know, he's the one that rescued Bubs. And yeah, they were buddies. Where he stayed attached. Same thing with my little one. They were like the three amigos. And that's why I've been having those nightmares. I can't get that, just can't get it out of my head what I see. I wish I could turn it off. And I call it nightmares because I wake up crying. So that's a nightmare. But I know what I'm seeing because I've seen it. Yeah. It's hopefully things will ease up. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can do, that I know. And all that matters is that these guys, my kids and my fur babies, are taken care of. I can sit back. They can't. And they don't need mommy that's falling apart crying all the time.
that's really good. But the rest of them I cut up and made flats and drummies, and I've got them seasoned in some spices, some spicy spices to give them a little bit of heat. And I got 14. I've got 32 wings out of that. No, I think how many tips did I get? I think I got like 16 or 17 tips. So times 2, whatever that is, because each wing is broke down into 2 because you got the flat and your drummy. And they were nice size. Like one of my flats was
don't
big.
care.
Came on food no matter where you live.
I don't want to hear any more about her chicken wings that she's making beef stock out of. Baba, we don't need to wake the neighborhood. Everybody knows you're here. Trust and believe. Everybody knows you're here, Bubbalicious. Ooh. Anyway. So, what do y'all think about Chrome being annoying again? I was having a hell of a time yesterday, Purple, with it. I was. And I've been having a heck of a time with this phone. It's like I'll go into chat and I'll be chatting away, but yet, oh, Lord. Oh, Bubba. Come over here, Bubba. Come over here, Hubba Bubba. Come here, let's just stress your little heart out. Stop. Don't worry about his working, guys. He sees somebody. Hey, Deb. She is okay with the insurrection? Yes. Him wants to talk. Yeah, he does. He will actually sit there and talk with him. And my husband would sit in there at night. Oh my God. And Bubba would do his wine and want another treat. And he'd actually sit there back to him. I would laugh my ass off. Just like with Sir Duke. Sir Duke is my cat. But Sir Duke and Daddy wrestled every night. Dookie would headbutt him until he would give him attention. And then all you would hear is them two cutting up. They would wrestle every night. And the cat actually, I've never seen a cat like this, but yeah. Bubba has one of, I've given him Frank's one of his pillows. I've tried everything. The shirts, I've tried everything. And it's just going to take time, I guess. And, and I know the day's going to come because of the cancerous growth. But he's not suffering. And as long as he's not, and yeah, because I'm not going to let him suffer ever. No. But I'm just thankful that, he was rescued and he was given a good life. Or, they guesstimated he was 3.5. when he was rescued. He was left tied to a tree with a very short red leash where he couldn't even sit down at the outer Mondex, which is nothing but swamps. And thank God we had our torrential rains those 3 4 days, because the gators would have got him. And what they do is they tie them out there, and they'll come back in a week or two. If the dog's still alive, then they're a bait dog for the rain. They're throwaways, is what they call them. He's a Brindle Pit mix. He's about 78 pounds. But he cannot, we have tried trainers, we have tried everything. He cannot be around another dog. We have to be very careful. He will fight in a heartbeat. And they think that a lot had to do with it. Several times me and him were out walking when we first got him. We were attacked by the neighbors' dogs. They would just open up their door and let their 2 dogs out. And Bubba pushed me to get in front of me because the dog was coming right for me. And Bubba was like, mm-mm. Yeah, so he will be the, yeah. So I'm very, very careful, but I didn't think that he should have to pay for what humans did to him. You know, he's great with the kids. He's great with kids. He loves the cat. In fact, the cat rules his ass. Cat always say, Bubba was here first. Then we rescued Duke. About, I don't know, probably about 9 months later, we rescued Duke. And he's always been great with the cat. You should see them 2 play chase. They chase each other. It's so funny. Bubba, not so much anymore. Yeah, he does have that heart damage. He did have heartworm. And I've gotten more out, you know. They say if you get a good 5 years after the successful heartworm treatment, it's pretty good. Well, I've gotten a lot more than that. And, yeah. But when he was found, oh my God, he was so skinny. Thank gosh, that lady was so nosy that worked with us, because had she not been so nosy, he wouldn't have been rescued. But they took hundreds of ticks off him. It was gross. He was so skinny and so scared. And he had heartworm. So we had to beat that, and we did. But, you know, and you could tell because he tires so easily. And he pants so heavy, and he always has, but he tires very, and as he's getting older, he plays less and less. And he tires just after his walks. But he's not suffering, and I think he's losing his eyesight. Yeah. You can tell with his eyes. I mean, the vet didn't even have to tell me. You can tell. But you know, I watch him very closely, because I'm not going to let him suffer at all. He suffered enough in his life. I couldn't even imagine being tied to a tree where you can't even sit down. And he was out there for days. The vet estimated by the condition he was found in. Yeah. And he didn't know that lady. He never tried to run from her. He never snapped at her or nothing. He knew he was being rescued, I think. He was being saved. And I didn't want another dog, because we had just lost Leonardo, which was the last living thing I had connected to our son, because our son brought us Leo after I lost Samsonite. And it was hard to lose Leo. Leo was 15. It was hard to lose him, because my son and his fiance had Leonardo's brother. They called him Rocky. Those 2 dogs were terrible together. They were just so bad. But Leo was a great dog. He was a black lab. And he got sick, and we had to have him put down, because I would not let him suffer at all. Once I knew there was he was having, but I didn't want another dog. And My husband told the lady at work, I'm bringing it, because at the time we were fostering our goddaughters. He said, I'm bringing the family out. We're going to see this dog. It depends on how the dog reacts with the kids. I was against it from the get-go. Number one, the stigma with pits, and honestly, it had only been months and I wasn't over losing Leonardo. Because, like I said, that dog was special, extra special. I felt like I lost what was left of my son when I lost him. It was like losing him all over again. But he took us out to see Bubba, and we walked in to the room. Bubba was laying on the couch. The girls ran right over to him, and he started licking their faces. I knew that dog was coming home with us. I knew we weren't leaving there without him. I didn't want him to go to the shelter because, unfortunately, they get so many pits and mixed breed pits, and usually they get put to sleep. And no animal should ever have to live their life in a cage, especially a dog. There's dogs that have been in some of these shelters their whole entire lives, never known. So, yeah, they named him, and we brought him home. And we've had him, oh, wow. Let's see. Aaliyah's 18. Samaya is 19. We've had him 13 and a half years. And they said 5 years. Well, would be good considering the damage done to his heart. Well, they are so wrong. And I'm thankful for that. This dog's very protective. I couldn't even break into my own house. He wouldn't let me in the window. And he knew who I was, but I wasn't coming in the right way. But when I'm out walking him, especially if it's dark, don't approach me. He won't stand for it. He's very protective and very protective over the kids. Need to rest a little bit. Just put 16 pounds of shredded cheese in freezer bags. 16 bags in the freezer, getting everything ready to go to the camper. Wow, that's a lot of cheese. You bulk buy, don't you, Tammy? When it's buy one, get one free, man, and I can find some coupons, yeah, I stock up. Yes, I do. And when Dixie's having their buy one, get one free on their meats, hell yeah, I do when I can. But my kids love those little bites, those little muffins. And they're great for a snack. And they like them in the morning with some yogurt. They actually put their yogurt on their little muffins. It's gross, but they do it. But they have them buy one, get one free. And they're great for their school lunches. So, yeah. Just a minute, Bubs. What do you want? Now you want back in? You can't sleep till 12:30 no more. You scared me. And I'll be honest with you, the first couple of weeks, I thought I was going to lose Bubba. So did the vet. He wouldn't eat. He wasn't going to the bathroom right. He was just crying at that window all the time. And I really thought I was going to lose him. I knew someone who had pit bull that was gentle as a lamb with peeps, but hated other dogs. Yeah. Well, it's because he was going to be a bait dog, which is they're thrown in the ring with the fighters. They're disposable. They're thrown in there, they're not supposed to make it. It's what the fighters use to, as they say, practice on. When we got our black lab husky mix, she had been in a bad accident when being driven to foster care. Mom passed in that accident, and the 4-week-old puppies were observed. We got her at 10 weeks. Oh, wow. I'm so glad you got her. My Samson was uh, uh, a Saint Bernard, a miniature Saint Bernard mix. It was wild. He had the Saint Bernard body, just little, just miniature, and he had a husky face. And then I had Samson and Delilah. Delilah was a Siberian husky, white husky with blue eyes. She was beautiful, but she was fucking wild. I mean, she destroyed my house. I ended up having to give her away, so it took me a while to find a home I was satisfied with. And it ended up being this big farm. And I'll tell you what, she flourished, and they loved her. But yeah, my Samson, I had him for 16 years. And then I wasn't getting another dog, and my son brought me home Leonardo. They were the last two puppies left, and they were going to shoot them. And he was like, "No, you're not." He took them and ran. And I ended up with Leonardo da Vinci because he was so creative. Suspected meningitis, and by 48 hours, the vet said she wasn't getting better. I asked if she was suffering, if we should have put her to sleep. It was the hardest, but this time we took our autistic daughter, and she understood. She had asked for her other two dogs we had this time. She didn't, and she understood. Oh, she was 16 months old, and my girls were in love with her. She used to trot behind our oldest daughter, and she was very gentle and calm. Best dog. Oh, that was in 2021. Yeah. Oh, that's so sad. Well, I said if I'd ever get another dog, it'd be a lap dog. I've always wanted a little lap dog. I've always had big dogs because I always rescue them. Big dogs are hard to home and rehome. Well, Bubba was supposed to be my lap dog. He thinks he's a lap dog when it's storming. Yeah, he sits on me, but he's 78 pounds. He's no lap dog. But like, that's all I was good for. Daddy was who he's definitely a man's dog. Definitely a man's dog, but very protective over me. And 3 times we were attacked by the other neighbor's dogs. And he was the one on a leash. They weren't. The one day, I was steps from my driveway, just steps. I walked the dog the same time. He knew that. We'd already talked about it because of the other 2 incidents. Because one of the incidents was with his 2 dogs. The other ones was with the other neighbor's 2 dogs who got out the fence. They were huge dogs. And, but it was the neighbors directly across the street who, she latched on to Bubba. And the little one was biting his back legs. So Bubba latched on to her. I felt so bad, but he was protecting me and himself. I was steps from my driveway. He didn't check. He would just open up the door and just let the dogs out. And I found out that one of the reasons they had to move from the neighborhood they were in because people were coming after them for their dogs attacking other dogs because they would just open up the door and just let them out, which is illegal to do here. And animal control had been all over them. In fact, they were looking for them to take the dogs because of them attacking another dog and seriously hurting it. Because one was a really big, she was a Mastiff mix. She was really big. And then the other one was some little ankle biter that was mixed. But she bit the hell out of Bubba's back leg. 7.5 pounds, my female Maltese. Oh. But I don't think I'm ever going to get a little lap dog because I don't think I'm ever going to get another dog. Number one, well, finance, things change. But, right now I just, the vet bills would be really hard for me right now till everything gets straightened out. So, and I got to worry about him. I can't go near the shelter because I want to bring them all home. You know how many cats and dogs I have? I went to that shelter. I can't. No one should have to live in a cage. Hush, Bubba. Maltese, beautiful dogs. I love black labs, Labradors. They are such great family dogs. They really are. Rocky and Leonardo were two of the best dogs I ever. I mean, they're just good. They're just good family dogs. 9-week-old Shih Tzu. Oh, you got a baby. Yeah, dogs are smart. You got 3 Goldens. Oh, beautiful. I love animals. I do, and yeah, Goldens really are. Goldens are. Irish setters are. My mom had Abby for years. She was fantastic with, especially with the littles. But and that's what's this one here. He's great with the kids. Always has been. And like I said, this cat's always ruled him. He don't. Yeah. Come here, puppies. Come here, baby. I don't have any beef jerky. I'll get you some. I'll get some. That's supposed to be for me, but I feed it to you. What's wrong with that picture, huh? Come here, buddy. Come here. Oh, you just such a baby. You want a bath? You want a shower? Yeah, that's another thing with him. You can't let him in. I have to lock the bathroom door because he knows how to open the door if it's not locked. And if I have the shower stall door open, he'll go in and won't get out till I give him a shower. He loves the shower. I post pics all the time on my page. I'm going to check send. I love when people post pictures of their animals, their pets. My husband wants to start traveling, so he doesn't want another animal. Our parents are too old to take care of them. My dad will be 87. That's amazing. That's awesome. And mom will be 83, both in November. They've been married for 61 years. That is amazing. Oh, but I get it. Yeah, I get it. It's like with him, when we had to go back to Pennsylvania, we went right before, like November, before COVID hit. We took him with us because to find a place to board him, I did find one. $300 a day because he's a Brindle Pit mix and because he is not dog friendly. They would have had to keep him separate in the back and I would in a cage. And yeah, number one, I couldn't afford $300 a day either, and I wasn't about to let him be locked in the back somewhere by himself. And I knew the place was good because I'd boarded Leonardo there several times, and they always took very good care of him. And it's cool because there's cameras in each cage, so you can even watch what your animals are doing, you know. But yeah, that was crazy. So we just took him with us. We just rented a nice van and took him with us. And then when my husband's father died from COVID, we rented said van again and took him and the kids. Bubba got to see snow for his first time. You should have seen it. Was so funny. We stopped at a rest stop to, walk him and stuff, let him, do his business. He didn't even want to touch the ground. There was snow on the ground. He'd never seen snow. He didn't even want to touch the ground. It was so funny. But then by the time we got to Pennsylvania and all the snow in the yard and he could play, oh, he was in love then. My husband would make snowballs and throw them. Bubba would chase him. He'd roll all over the place. He loved playing in it. But the first time, nope, he didn't even want to put his feet in his old paws in that snow. Nope. But that's right. I brush his teeth. I brush the cat's teeth just like I do the kids. Because their teeth go bad just like ours. I also bath my cat, and my cat doesn't mind a bath because he's been getting baths since I got him. And when you live in Florida, I'm clean. I consider myself clean, and I keep a clean house. And they stay on flea treatments, but I live in Florida. There's just times a year, no matter what. It don't matter what you do. It's and you can tell Bubba gets a flea on him. He'll rip his fur out. He's allergic to flea bites. So I can tell. And they take the oral medication and the topical. So yeah, I bath my cat. And he don't mind. He stands there. I mean, he's been getting it for so long, I guess. He didn't like it at first, I'll be honest with that. I had some scratches. He didn't like it at first. Dookie was like 9 months old or so when we rescued him. He had he was so tiny. He had been left out in the street, and they don't he had gotten bit. They I don't remember. I don't think they knew if it was a spider or a snake. Um, but they thought he was going to lose his leg. And the lady that found him took him to one of the cat rescues, and they're the ones that took him to the vet, and that's why his ears clipped. But I'm the one that got him spayed or got him neutered. That's the first thing I do when I get an animal, is I get him spayed or neutered. Don't need a bunch of babies. But yeah, they were able to save his leg. It took a lot, but they were able to do it. That cost them a couple $1,000. And ever since then, and it's somebody who just started a cat sanctuary. And when I can, I throw some food or something their way, or I have a couple extra dollars, because if I called them tomorrow and said, hey, I've got a rehome Duke, they'd take them. And they have a real nice setup. They're the ones that go around all the cat sanctuaries and put out food for all the feral cats, because it's bad down here, especially in certain areas. But they'll catch and get them spayed and neutered, and they clip their ear so that they know they've been spayed or neutered. They try to help that way too, and they do all their own fundraising. I don't post much of my oldest daughter. I have some pics of her when she was little, but I haven't since she asked in elementary school. I gave her choice years earlier, and she's shy. Yeah, my little one's shy. He's very shy. Okay, sit down, Bubba. Look at you. Come on now. You're getting yourself all worked up. Come on now. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. I know. All right, guys. I'm going to end this. My dog wants to go out. He's letting me know that. He's getting himself all worked up. Thank you for joining me. I greatly appreciate all your support. Thank you for all the super chats. I got a goal. And for the gifted memberships. Thank you so much. I think Toasty's on tonight, so I probably won't go live. But who knows? I keep saying I'm going to do a late night stream. I just don't know if anybody would be up. Because I am. Doesn't mean everybody else is. But I may surprise you one of these nights and actually just pop on. But I might probably be live tomorrow. Oh, this lighter's hurting my thumb. I gotta quit clicking it. I'd rather click it. I didn't even buy cigarettes. So I really have to click the hell out of the lighter, because I didn't even buy cigarettes. I'm determined not to. At least for now. Anyway, hopefully I can stick to it. Okay, Bubblicious. All right, everybody. Do all that YouTube stuff. I know I forget to tell you. I didn't review Brit. BJ. But BJ, you're a piece of shit. You sat in Moon's chat. Again, you say, well, I didn't know what she was talking about. I didn't even know she said that. Truth proved it. You were there before, during, and after. Everything she was spewing, all that evilness out of her mouth. You were talking about truth. You knew. If you would have said, well, I said hi and then I left, I wasn't in chat. I was busy. I was listening and out. That I believe, because a lot of us do that. However, you continue to chat. You continue to comment. Probably about anytime after 10:30 at night. Or last night it would have been after midnight. But yeah, if there's nobody on and I'm up, I think I'm going to do it. I keep saying it and I haven't, but I think I'm going to. Because I can't take much more than just sitting there staring. I can't do much more of that. That's starting to really get to me. But had you not been chatting away the whole time, that would have been believable, BJ. However, you were chatting away and you were talking about him. So don't tell me you didn't know. Just like you claim, well, I didn't know what Sinner was saying, but you was in there before, during, and after, and super chatting and memberships. Stop it. Stop it. Because I'll go into chats, I'll say hi to everybody, and a lot of times I am just listening, or something comes up and I have to leave. But what you won't see is me constantly commenting and talking, because I'm not in there to do that. That's how I know she's lying. Just admit it and own it. You're good with what was said. You're okay with it because you're mad at truth. But you know what? You're the one that started with truth. You're the one that decided to compare his picture and pass it around. You bring the shit on yourself and then act like you don't do nothing. But BJ, you're a piece of shit because you were in there and you stayed in there. And Loon, look, everybody knows I don't support no one losing their channel, but I've always said there are exceptions, and you're one. What you did, the things you said, no, you don't need to be on these YouTube streets. Sorry, you don't. That's just my opinion. Had I known the other day when I was reviewing you, exactly what you said, I had no idea that you said what you said. I knew people had told me you said gross things. I just hadn't heard it. So I had no idea. And I feel bad about that because I called you out for what people in chat told me, but it wasn't enough because you were actually worse than what I thought. You're a disgusting piece of shit. And you deserved everything that Truth said. Sorry, but you did. And Truth, I am so sorry that's even being discussed and being thrown at you like that. That is so fucking gross. That is so fucking gross. No, I don't think Granny's been live yet. She said it would be today or tomorrow. So I'm hoping that whatever it is, when she's ready. Hey, Cash. I'm on for a couple of CSA channels. Is vile. What was said? It is vile. That was so freaking gross. And I feel awful that the other day I didn't call her out more because I had no idea what she actually did say. The first time I heard it was on Truce last night. And I actually had to step away for a couple minutes because it bothered me that much. I could imagine what it felt like to him. I could only imagine. And BJ, had you never come for him in the first place, he'd have never bothered your ass. But quit lying. You were in that chat the whole time. And you even dogpiled on him. Truth showed it all. And then she goes live and says, I didn't know. I didn't know. Bullshit. You were commenting the whole time. You were listening. Had you not been commenting the whole time, then yes, that would have been believable. Because that's what a lot of us do. But you were very much a participant. You was utterly shocked. Yeah, honestly, Cash, so was I. I know that she's a loon. I just never thought I never thought anybody would go there. When is it enough? Where's the line? When does this stop? Jesus, it's gone so far. It's sick. And you got to be sick for your mind to even go there. A child, Loon? A child? And I like Truth. I go into Truth's channel. And I enjoy his sales. I don't get to buy much, but I do buy that my daughter's going to love that jacket. You guys, I got her this fantastic jacket. $5. Brand new in the bag. She's going to love it. I put it away for Christmas. But she's going to love it because she can't wear it now. It's too hot. I don't get I'm sorry, but I'm not okay with anybody talking about that shit. I'm just not. You, man. Like I said, I actually had to pause his live and step away because I felt sick to my stomach. I felt sick to my stomach. Yeah, the only reason why I don't even watch Lemon. The only reason why I did that is because she was doing Lemonhead and I wanted to do both of these because they're both the same kind of people, if you ask me. Both disgusting, vile pieces of shit. I figured knock two birds out with one stone. There's no way I could have reviewed that and held my. I'd have lost my YouTube channel because I'd have fucking lost it. There's just things that you don't talk about. He has every right to talk about his experiences. It happened to him. But you don't have the right to weaponize it and say the god awful things you did. No coming back from that. Like I said, I've always stated I'm not for anyone losing their channel, but I've always said there are exceptions. That's one of the exceptions. She should not have a platform, in my opinion. And it's just my opinion. Queen said she's not doing well. But BJ came right on making excuses. I didn't hear what was said. You're a damn liar. You were chatting the whole time. And you made comments about truth. And had you not even went after him in the first place, circulating a picture of him beside a sicko, beside a pedo, trying to say that they look alike, trying to compare them, he would have never even acknowledged you. You do it. You poke at people. Well, you only passed it around to your mods. Yeah, passed it around, period. What the hell? I'm so sick of her. I'm so innocent. I don't do anything. It's everybody else. No, man, no. Sorry, there's no comeback from that shit. Nope. And then you support Lemonhead, who's one of the vilest creatures on here. And you stand in there, which is why you and Loon are fighting. Because you were supporting him while he was going at her and putting a bounty on someone's head. A $500 bounty. Sorry, he's another one that's an exception to the rule. When you actually get on here, I don't care if you're drunk or not, and you put a bounty on someone's head like that, nope, you're done. That's it. You're done. And there is no way on this earth that he can prove anything, because I do not believe that Karma did any of that. She stood up and owned up what she did. And that, I don't believe there was 100 calls in the last 48 hours. That was all lies. He can't show you receipts because he don't have any, because it didn't happen. When is it enough? When is it enough? I don't know. All I know is that was some sick shit that was said. And like I said, it takes a lot for me to have to pause, and it made me pause. I just wanted to give Truth a hug. I just really wanted to give him a hug. I felt so sick to my stomach that bitch was saying that sick shit. I just really wanted to give him a hug. You know, Clue, thank you for calling that out. Thank you. I'm going to go back and watch your live because that must have been one I missed. Or I missed that part of it because I don't catch everything. But thank you for that. And thank you for having your friends back. And I think Queen called it out too. They said, see, and I didn't hear it. So, and you can go see, I wasn't even in chats. Like I said, I had no idea what she said. People just come into my chat that day and told me that she said horrific things. I had no idea what she said until last night. I was so blown away. Mm-mm-mm. Now BJ can spin it and say, well, that's why we're fighting. No, that had nothing to do with it. You're fighting because you didn't have her back. It wasn't about him putting a $500 bounty on someone. Loon, you're lying. It was because he was talking shit about you and whatever happened with your family member. That's what it was about. It wasn't about anything else. And that Brittany was in there super chatting him while he was doing it, even though she denies. But she was there. You can't, I mean, you can see it. And of course, she had excuses for that. I didn't hear any of it. You did so. Her channel will not be up for much longer. Believe that. I hope not, because she's dangerous in my opinion. We all have experience of child and life trauma ourselves and or ones we know too far, way too far, way too far. People like that don't deserve to be on this platform. Oh hell no! An apology will never make that right. Nope, never. Mm-mm. And I've never asked you people not to go somewhere, but I am asking you for the very first time. Please stay away from that loon. Don't even give her the hate views. It's gross. Okay, Baba. The world knows. All right, guys. I do got to end this. I got to start cooking dinner too. Kiddos will be home soon. All right. Again, thank you. Again, truth. I don't even know what else to say, dude. God, I'm so sorry. I truly am so sorry. BJ, you show your fucking colors every day, bitch. Every day. Every day. All right, Misfits. Thank you very much for all your support. I appreciate it. Cash, good to see you. Go back and listen. Betty's suing the Proudfoots. And she's guaranteed that they're on drugs. Yeah. So I'll be seeing you on these streets, I'm sure. You be the best misfit you can be out there and have some fun. Bye all. Thank you.